Archangel Michael says, "Your mother who is in heaven sent this through me, and she has been trying to reach your heart for hours." This is exactly what she wanted to tell you. She wants you to know that you are not alone, that every moment of your life has been watched over with the deepest love, and that even in your silence, heaven has heard the quiet cries of your soul. She longs for you to know how precious you are, not only to her but to the one who formed you with his own hands, the one who breathed life into you and called you his beloved. She wants you to feel God's love surrounding you like a gentle embrace, calming the storms inside you, wiping away the weight of guilt, fear, and doubt that you've carried for so long. For in the eyes of your heavenly Father, there is no shame in your journey, no condemnation in your past, only endless grace waiting to restore what you thought was lost. Even now, heaven sings over you because you are chosen, treasured, and known by name. I have come to remind you that the love of God is not distant. It is closer than the beat of your heart and more constant than the air you breathe. Even when you wandered through shadows, even when your faith felt small, His light never stopped guiding your steps. And though there were days when you questioned why certain doors closed or why the path seemed so heavy, know this: none of it has been without purpose. Every tear you have shed has been seen, every prayer whispered in exhaustion has been heard, and every moment of weakness has been held in the strength of His mercy. Your mother wants you to remember the simplicity of faith, the way a child trusts without fear or hesitation. She says, "Let go, and let God." You don't need to carry everything by yourself. You are not expected to understand every reason or see every answer right now. What you are called to do is to rest in the unshakable truth that your Father loves you beyond measure and that Jesus, your Savior, walks beside you in every season. Close your eyes for a moment and breathe. Can you feel it? That quiet, soft stirring in your spirit, that is God reaching for you. That is heaven whispering, "Come closer, my child." Your mother says she has seen how weary your soul has become, how often you hide your pain behind strength, how much you long to feel whole again. And she wants you to know this: God has already prepared the healing your heart needs. His love does not demand perfection, it only invites surrender. Jesus is calling you to lean into Him, not because you have failed, but because He longs to fill the emptiness inside you with His peace. He wants to take the fragments of your heart and make them new again. Type 1616 if you surrender to God's will. There is no wound too deep for His touch, no sin too great for His forgiveness, no darkness that His light cannot overcome. Your mother rejoices knowing that God has written a beautiful story for your life, one where every moment of pain will be transformed into purpose, where every broken piece will shine like gold refined in fire. She wants you to trust that where you are now is not where your story ends. A greater chapter is unfolding, one filled with hope, renewal, and blessings beyond what you can yet imagine. And so, beloved one, lift your heart today. Release the burdens you've been holding onto for so long. Let the Father's love wash over you like a river of endless grace. The same hands that shaped the stars are holding you now, and they will never let you go. Heaven celebrates you, not for what you have done but for who you are, God's precious child, deeply loved, eternally safe, and never forgotten. This is only the beginning of what your mother longs for you to understand, and heaven has so much more to reveal. Archangel Michael says, "Your mother in heaven continues to whisper through me, and her voice carries the warmth of eternity. She says you've walked through many silent valleys, holding questions deep in your heart, questions no one else has heard, yet heaven has listened to every single one. She has seen the weight you've carried, the nights when sleep would not come, and the quiet moments when you wondered if anyone truly understood your pain. She wants you to know this with absolute certainty: you have never been alone, not for a single breath. Even when you felt abandoned, you were surrounded by a love far greater than you could ever imagine. The angels watched over you, guiding you away from dangers you did not see. Jesus walked beside you when you thought no one cared, holding your hand through unseen storms, protecting you in ways you may only understand one day. Your mother has rejoiced over every step you've taken toward hope, even when your journey felt broken and unsteady. She says your heart has grown weary, yet your faith, even the smallest seed of it, has been your light. God has seen your struggle, your silent prayers, and the moments when you thought you had no strength left. He has seen how hard you tried to hold yourself together while the weight of the world pressed down on you. And He wants you to know, you were never expected to carry this alone. The Father's love surrounds you like the softest dawn after the darkest night. It is not harsh, not distant, not demanding. It is gentle, patient, and unwavering. Every time you doubted, He believed in you. Every time you fell, He lifted you up. Every time you felt forgotten, He whispered your name into eternity, reminding heaven of His promise to you. Your mother wants you to let go of the guilt and pain that cling to you like shadows. She says, you are forgiven, you are loved, you are seen. What if a simple 7-minute sound frequency could awaken a forgotten brain signal designed to pull wealth toward you like a magnet? Backed by shocking CIA files and neuroscience, this discovery is now changing lives everywhere. Think of debts melting away, promotions arriving, and abundance flowing freely. Click the link in video description and comments below to experience the hidden wealth wave and let your financial destiny shift in your favor today. Type 1515 to receive peace in your soul. There is nothing in your past that can separate you from God's mercy, nothing you have done or failed to do that can diminish the light He has placed within you. His love is greater than your mistakes, stronger than your fears, and deeper than your sorrow. I have been sent to remind you of something your soul already knows: you belong to Him. You are not forgotten, and your life is not without purpose. The path before you may seem uncertain, but the one who holds eternity in His hands is guiding every step you take. Trust this, even when your eyes cannot see it. Close your eyes now and imagine the arms of Jesus wrapping around you. Feel the weight of your burdens being lifted as His peace flows into the deepest corners of your heart. That emptiness, that ache you've carried, it does not define you. God's love defines you. And in His love, there is healing for your wounds, clarity for your confusion, and strength for your weakness. Your mother celebrates every moment you choose faith over fear, hope over despair, and love over anger. She rejoices knowing that God has marked you for something beautiful, something eternal. She wants you to be gentle with yourself, to speak kindly to your own heart, and to remember that heaven smiles upon you, not because of what you do, but because of who you are, God's beloved child. And so, beloved one, breathe deeply and rest your soul. Lay your worries before the Father and allow His light to touch every hidden place within you. The same hands that shaped creation hold your future, and they will never let you slip away. Trust the one who formed you, for He has written a story of redemption, hope, and miracles with your name upon it. This is the message heaven has for you now, and yet, it is only the unfolding of the journey. There is more to reveal, more love to pour out, and more healing to embrace. Archangel Michael says, "Your mother in heaven continues to speak, her voice flowing like a gentle river, filled with love that cannot be measured and peace that cannot be broken. She says you have been searching for meaning, longing for something your heart has struggled to put into words. You've carried silent questions deep within you, wondering why certain things happened, why people left, why prayers seemed unanswered, and why the road felt so lonely at times. She wants you to know, beloved, that heaven has seen it all. Every tear, every sigh, every moment when you felt like your heart was breaking, none of it has gone unnoticed. She tells me that God Himself has been closer to you than you've ever realized. In your loneliest hours, when the world felt quiet and empty, He was there, holding you softly in His presence. When you thought you were walking alone, His hands were steady beneath your feet, guiding you through unseen dangers and protecting you from battles you did not even know were being fought on your behalf. Type 222 if you know God is with you. She says this because she wants you to feel safe again, to know that you are not forgotten, not abandoned, not invisible. Beloved, your mother's heart overflows with gratitude that you are still here, still standing, even after everything you've endured. She says heaven celebrates the strength you've shown in moments where you thought you had none left. She knows the pain you've hidden, the smiles you forced when your spirit felt heavy, and the nights you prayed but wondered if anyone heard. She wants you to believe this with all your heart: God has heard every single prayer. None have been lost, not even the quiet ones whispered through tears. There is a purpose unfolding, even in the parts of your life that feel unclear right now. Your delays are not denials, your detours are not failures, and your wounds are not the end of your story. God is shaping you, molding you, and preparing you for blessings greater than what you have asked for. Your mother says she has seen glimpses of what lies ahead for you, and if you could see what heaven sees, your heart would overflow with hope and joy. She longs for you to release the weight of the past, to stop punishing yourself for moments you wish you could change. She wants you to rest in the truth that God's love is bigger than every mistake, every regret, and every missed opportunity. What you think is broken beyond repair, He is already restoring. What you think is lost forever, He is already bringing back in ways more beautiful than before. Beloved, you are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are exactly where you are meant to be in this moment. Your mother says to trust the timing of God, even when it feels slow, even when it feels silent, because His plans for you are built on love and designed with perfect wisdom. I see the angels around you now, wrapping you in light. They are guarding your path, surrounding you with strength, and gently leading your heart toward peace. Heaven is nearer to you than your own breath, and the love being poured over you at this very moment is endless. Your mother whispers that she is proud of you, not because of what you've achieved, but because you've endured, you've hoped, and you've kept walking even when the road was dark. She wants you to remember this always: you are never alone. Even when the world fails you, heaven never will. God has marked you as His own, and nothing, not fear, not failure, not even death, can separate you from His love. So breathe deeply now, beloved soul. Allow God's peace to settle over you like the softest blanket. Release every fear, every doubt, every sorrow into His hands. Your future is safe there. Your heart is safe there. And as your mother watches over you from heaven, she smiles, knowing that the best chapters of your story are still to come. What if I told you financial freedom is not about working harder, but activating a dormant brain signal designed to draw abundance directly to you? Neuroscience proves this sound wave unlocks prosperity faster than any method known before. From unexpected cash to life-changing success, it's already helping thousands. Click the link in the video description and comments below to turn on the ancient money wave and create the life you've always dreamed of today. Type 1414 to step into divine protection. This is what she wants you to hold on to right now: hope. Do not give up. Do not lose faith. Do not let the weight of the past steal the beauty of what lies ahead. Archangel Michael says, "Your mother in heaven continues to speak softly, her words carrying the fragrance of endless love and the warmth of eternal peace. She wants you to know that her heart is always near you, even now, watching over you as the Father intended. She says there have been countless moments when you've sat in silence, carrying thoughts no one else could see, and in those very moments, heaven leaned closer, listening, holding you, and whispering strength into your soul. She has seen how tired you've become at times, how often you've smiled while hiding the weight inside, and how you've walked through valleys you thought you would never leave. But she wants you to hear this now: you were never walking alone. The Father was beside you in every step, and the gentle presence of Jesus surrounded you when your heart felt fragile. Your mother wants you to believe this deeply: God has been carrying you in ways you never imagined. The moments you thought were wasted, the seasons you believed were lost, the nights where nothing seemed to change, none of it was in vain. The Father has been weaving every thread of your life into a story far more beautiful than you can yet see. She whispers, "Trust Him, my child, trust Him even when the path feels hidden, for His hands are steady and His plan is perfect." Beloved soul, your mother also speaks of the love that heaven has for you, a love unshaken by failures, untouched by fears, and untouched by time. This love does not measure your worth by what you've done or by what you've left undone. It simply embraces you as you are, with every scar, every wound, and every unanswered question. She says, "You are precious exactly as you are, and heaven delights in you." You may not see it yet, but there is a light surrounding your life right now. It is quiet but powerful, and it grows brighter with every step of faith you take. The angels are guarding your way, leading you toward the places where your heart will finally find rest. Jesus himself walks closely beside you, not as a distant savior but as the most tender friend, holding your hand even when you cannot feel his touch. Your mother says she knows how hard you've tried to be strong when everything inside you felt fragile. She knows the silent battles you've faced, the words you've swallowed, and the prayers you thought went unanswered. But listen closely, beloved, not one of your prayers has ever been ignored. Some answers came in ways you didn't expect, others are still unfolding quietly behind the veil of time. Heaven has been working in ways you cannot yet see, preparing blessings that are meant to heal what has been broken within you. Type 1010 if you trust in God's timing. There is no shame in your story, no regret that can erase your worth, and no mistake that can cancel God's plans for your life. Everything you've walked through, even the pain, has been shaping your spirit, deepening your compassion, and drawing you closer to the heart of the Father. Your mother's words are gentle but firm. Do not give up now. You have come too far, endured too much, and heaven has written too many promises over your life to let you stop here. She wants you to know that even when you feel unseen, the angels are rejoicing over every small act of faith, every quiet prayer, and every time you chose hope when despair whispered otherwise. So rest, beloved. Rest in the certainty of God's love. Rest in the promise that nothing, no distance, no shadow, no loss, can ever separate you from His presence. Let your soul breathe freely again. Let go of the fears that keep your heart bound, and let the Father's peace fill every corner of your being. Your mother smiles as she watches you, her heart full of pride, knowing that your story is far from over. She sees the beauty that is yet to bloom, the healing that is already on its way, and the blessings God has placed just ahead of you. She wants you to walk forward with courage, holding tightly to the truth that you are never, ever alone. She whispers now, telling me to remind you that the Father has walked with you through every silent night, every unanswered prayer, and every moment of confusion when the world didn't make sense. Though you could not always see Him, His hands have always been holding you. Though you couldn't always hear His voice, His heart was whispering your name, calling you closer to His presence. Your mother rejoices because God has never, and will never, let you go. Beloved, your life has not been without storms, but your survival is proof of His unending grace. There were moments when the weight felt too heavy, times when you thought you would break, but you didn't. You are here, and that alone is a testimony of His strength within you. Heaven celebrates every step you have taken, even the ones you thought were small and unseen, for not one of them has been wasted in the eyes of God. She wants you to understand something so deeply that it sinks into your spirit. There is nothing in your past that disqualifies you from God's love. What if you discovered a tiny, walnut-sized brain region holds the secret to endless wealth and success? Recently uncovered by groundbreaking research and once buried in classified files, this frequency is now available to anyone ready to listen. Imagine replacing worry and struggle with a life of financial ease and freedom. Interested? Click the link in video description and comments below to unleash this hidden brainwave and start attracting wealth right now. Type 888 to open doors of abundance. Every scar, every wound, every broken piece, He knows them all, and still, He calls you His beloved. The Father doesn't see you through the lens of your failures, He sees you through the sacrifice of Jesus, who covered every part of your life in mercy and grace. Your mother says there is healing for you, even now. The places in your heart that feel tender, the silent aches you never speak of, the dreams you thought were lost, God is restoring them in ways you cannot yet comprehend. She smiles as she speaks of what is coming, because she has seen the blessings already written in heaven with your name upon them. Listen closely, beloved soul, you are walking into a season of renewal. The battles you fought in silence have not been for nothing. The tears you cried when no one was watching have watered the seeds of purpose planted deep within you. Soon, what felt buried will bloom, and what felt broken will be made whole again. Your mother asks you to release the fear you've been holding on to, the fear of failing, of not being enough, of being unseen. She wants you to know that heaven sees you fully, completely, and perfectly. You are enough, exactly as you are. The Father has not made one mistake in creating you, and everything He placed within you carries divine purpose. Jesus walks so closely beside you now. His presence surrounds you even when the world feels loud and uncertain. When your strength fades, He carries you. When your hope trembles, He whispers courage into your heart. When your tears fall, He gathers every one of them as precious treasures, for not a single drop is wasted in His love. Your mother's heart swells with pride when she sees the resilience you've shown, the way you've endured, loved, and hoped, even when life's weight pressed against you. She longs for you to feel the same pride heaven feels toward you, to know your worth beyond any measure the world can give. Beloved, take this moment to rest. Breathe deeply and allow yourself to feel the nearness of God right now. The angels surround you, they are watching, guarding, and guiding. Heaven is not far away, it is as close as the love within your chest and the spirit that breathes life into you. Your mother wants you to hold on to hope, for the story God is writing for you is not yet finished. The pain you've known will not define your future, and the loneliness you've felt will be replaced with a fullness beyond anything you've imagined. Walk forward gently, knowing you are carried by a love so vast it cannot be shaken. Archangel Michael says, "Your mother in heaven speaks once more, her voice soft and full of a love so endless that it moves through every breath you take. She wants you to know she has been with you in the quiet, watching over your every step, whispering prayers before the Father on your behalf." Type 1212 if you believe God is guiding you. She has seen your heart aching beneath unspoken burdens, the moments when you tried to be strong while inside you were weary, and she wants you to feel this now, deeply and without doubt. You are never walking through this life alone. Beloved soul, there were times you thought no one understood, times when the silence felt overwhelming and the weight of your thoughts pressed too heavily on your spirit. but heaven has seen it all. The Father has heard every unspoken word, every sigh, every moment when your heart cried out though your lips remained still. Even when it felt like the world forgot you, God's gaze never left you. You have been held in His arms from the very beginning, and He has never once let go. Your mother smiles as she watches you now, seeing a strength in you that you rarely see in yourself. She remembers the child you once were, full of innocence and wonder, and she sees that same light still alive within you, no matter how many storms you've walked through. She wants you to know that every step you've taken, even the faltering ones, have led you closer to God's heart. The Father has seen your struggles, your sleepless nights, and the days when you wondered if your prayers even reached heaven. Beloved, every single prayer has been heard. Some answers came quietly, in ways you didn't expect. Others are still unfolding, hidden within His perfect timing. There are blessings already on their way, prepared long before you knew to ask for them. Heaven moves for you even when the earth feels still. Your mother says you've carried wounds silently, thinking they made you weaker, but she wants you to see what heaven sees. Your scars are not signs of defeat, they are evidence of survival, resilience, and grace. Every tear has watered the seeds of strength within you. Every trial has prepared you for the next chapter, one that is already beginning to bloom in ways you cannot yet see. She wants you to trust God's timing, even when it feels slow, even when His silence feels heavy. There is a greater story unfolding, one where every sorrow will be turned into joy, where every unanswered question will meet its gentle response, and where the deepest aches of your heart will find perfect healing. She says, be patient with yourself, and be patient with God, for His plans for you are far greater than you can imagine. Beloved, the angels surround you at this very moment. They walk beside you, clearing unseen paths, shielding you from dangers you will never know, and guiding you with quiet whispers of hope. There is light around you even when you cannot feel it. There is peace waiting for you, reaching toward you, asking only that you open your heart and allow it in. Jesus is near, closer than your very breath. He walks with you in the ordinary moments and carries you through the painful ones. What if the missing piece to financial success wasn't luck, but a hidden frequency inside your brain waiting to be switched on? Once activated, this ancient signal unleashes waves of prosperity, opening doors to opportunities you never thought possible. From sudden windfalls to long-awaited breakthroughs, it's transforming lives daily. Want to see how? Click the link in the video description and comments below to tap into the Money Magnet brain wave and begin your journey today. Type 333 to welcome blessings. When you feel too weak to move forward, He does not ask you to walk alone. He lifts you, holding you with a strength that cannot fail. His love is not earned. It is not fragile. It has no limits. It surrounds you now, washing over the parts of your heart you've kept hidden for so long. Your mother is proud of you, not just for what you have done, but for who you are. She sees the compassion within you, the quiet courage that has carried you this far, and the hope that still flickers within your spirit even when darkness tries to cover it. She wants you to nurture that light, to protect it, and to trust that it will grow brighter as you keep leaning into God's love. Take this moment, beloved, and breathe. Release the heaviness you've carried and let the Father's presence settle around you like a warm embrace. Rest in knowing you are held, deeply and securely, in a love that cannot be shaken. Heaven celebrates you, not for what you achieve, but because you are God's precious creation, chosen and adored. Archangel Michael says, "Your mother in heaven continues to speak, her voice like a gentle breeze carrying the fragrance of eternal peace. She wants you to lean closer now, to hear the words her heart has longed to share with you. She says she has never been far from you, not for a single moment, not for a single heartbeat. Every sigh, every quiet thought, every hidden ache of your soul has reached her in heaven, and she has prayed over you with a love deeper than words could ever hold. She has watched the battles you have fought silently, the days you carried pain behind your smile, and the nights when your heart felt heavy with unanswered questions. She whispers, 'My child, you are stronger than you know, for the Father himself has been carrying you through storms you thought would consume you. Even when you felt abandoned, you were being held. Even when you thought you were lost, God's light was guiding you step by step. Beloved,' she says, 'there have been times when you questioned your worth, when shadows whispered lies that you were forgotten, unseen, or unloved. But hear this now, deep within your spirit, you are God's beloved creation, chosen before time began and treasured beyond measure. No failure can erase His love. No mistake can separate you from His mercy. And no storm can silence His promises over your life. Your mother wants you to know that the Father delights in you, not for what you've achieved, but simply because you are His. You are the work of His hands, the breath of His Spirit, and the joy of His heart. She says, 'If only you could see yourself the way heaven sees you, you would never again doubt your worth.' She smiles when she speaks of your resilience, for she has watched you rise after every fall, stand after every setback, and hope even when despair tried to swallow you whole. Type 777 if you walk by faith. You may not realize it, but every moment you chose to keep going, even when it hurt, heaven rejoiced. Every tear you cried has been gathered, every prayer has been heard, and every act of faith has drawn the angels closer to you. Your life, beloved, is not without divine purpose. You may not understand every chapter right now, but the author of your story writes with wisdom beyond comprehension. Every season, both the gentle and the painful, has shaped you, prepared you, and drawn you closer to His heart. Your mother says that nothing in your journey has been wasted. Even the moments of silence have meaning, for God has been working behind the veil, aligning things in ways you cannot yet see. I see the angels around you now, their presence surrounding you like a shield of light. They walk beside you, clearing unseen obstacles and guiding you toward what God has prepared. Even when you feel uncertain, know this, ****, heaven is not silent over your life ****. Right now, your name is spoken in the courts of heaven, and your future is being shaped by the Father's own hands. Jesus walks closer than your very breath. He has been with you in every moment of pain, and He has rejoiced with you in every moment of joy. When your strength has failed, His has sustained you. When your hope has dimmed, His light has rekindled it. And when you felt unseen, He called you by name, wrapping you in a love that cannot fail. Your mother longs for you to rest now, not just in body, but in soul. She says, "Lay your burdens down, my child. The weight you carry is not yours to bear alone." The Father invites you to place every fear, every sorrow, and every unanswered question into His hands, for they are hands that never let go, hands that shape the heavens, and hands that hold your future securely. Beloved, you are surrounded by love, more than you could ever comprehend. The Father's love, Jesus' sacrifice, the angel's protection, your mother's prayers, all of heaven moves on your behalf. Do not fear what lies ahead, for the same God who carried you through the storms of yesterday is preparing blessings you cannot yet imagine. Your story is still unfolding, and heaven sees the beauty in every page. There is more grace, more healing, more joy, and more peace waiting just beyond where you stand today. Hold on, beloved. The best is yet to come. Archangel Michael says, "Your mother in heaven speaks again, her voice carrying a tenderness that flows like a quiet river into the deepest places of your heart. She wants you to pause for a moment and breathe, to let her words sink in like gentle rain upon dry soil. She says she has never left your side. Every step you've taken, every silent tear you've shed, every prayer whispered in the darkness, she has been near, holding you in her love while heaven covered you in grace." What if a simple 7-minute sound frequency could awaken a forgotten brain signal designed to pull wealth toward you like a magnet? Backed by shocking CIA files and neuroscience, this discovery is now changing lives everywhere. Think of debts melting away, promotions arriving, and abundance flowing freely. Click the link in video description and comments below to experience the hidden wealth wave and let your financial destiny shift in your favor today. Type "yes" to affirm. She says she has seen the burdens you've carried alone, the unspoken pain that weighs upon your spirit, and the thoughts you keep hidden where no one else can reach. And yet, beloved, you have never been unseen. The Father has watched over you without pause, day and night, holding you in a love that has never faltered and never will. Your mother whispers that she has witnessed moments when your hope felt small, when you questioned your worth, and when fear tried to convince you that you were forgotten. But she wants you to know this truth, one so deep and unshakable that heaven sings it over you constantly: you are loved beyond measure. God's eyes have never looked away from you, not even for a single breath. His hands have held you since the moment He formed you, and His heart has called you His own since before time began. Beloved soul, your journey has not been easy, and your mother knows this. She has seen the silent battles, the wounds you've carried, and the days when it took everything in you just to rise and face another morning. She says your strength has been extraordinary, even if you do not feel it. For every time you thought you could not go on and still chose to, heaven rejoiced. Every moment you refused to let the darkness win has been written in eternity as a triumph of faith. She wants you to let go now, the guilt, the doubts, the regrets you've kept locked inside your heart. None of those things define you. Your identity rests not in the mistakes of yesterday but in the unshakable love of God. The Father does not see you through the lens of what you've lost, He sees you through the light of who He created you to be, chosen, beloved, forgiven, and destined for far greater things than you can yet imagine. I see the angels gathered around you, their presence like soft beams of light that touch every hidden corner of your soul. They are guarding you, guiding you, and preparing the path ahead. Even now, they whisper quiet encouragements into your spirit, reminding you that you are never walking through this life unseen or unprotected. Heaven has placed you under its covering, and nothing can take you from the hands of the one who holds eternity. Jesus walks beside you now, closer than your own breath. He knows the thoughts you cannot express, the wounds you cannot explain, and the fears you try to silence. And yet, He does not turn away. Instead, He draws nearer, wrapping you in a love that restores, heals, and renews. Every time your strength fades, He becomes your strength. Every time your hope feels small, He breathes life back into your spirit. Your mother smiles as she speaks of the days ahead. She has seen glimpses of the blessings prepared for you, doors that will open, healing that will unfold, joy that will overflow. She says, "Be patient, my child, and hold on to hope, for what is coming is more beautiful than what has been lost." Type 555 to receive miracles. The Father has not forgotten His promises to you, and His plans for your life are still unfolding in ways more perfect than you can yet understand. Beloved, rest now. Let your heart be still in the presence of God's love. Release the burdens you've been carrying and allow His peace to cover you like the softest dawn after a long night. You are safe. You are chosen. You are deeply, unshakably loved. And this is not the end of your story, it is the beginning of a new chapter, one heaven has already written with your name upon it. Archangel Michael says, "Your mother in heaven speaks again, her voice flowing like the softest melody carried on a gentle wind, filled with unending love and longing for you to know how deeply you are cherished. She wants you to pause, beloved soul, and open your heart to the truth she has been trying to reach you with. You are not forgotten, you are not unseen, and you are not walking this path alone. She whispers that she has watched you more closely than you can imagine. She has seen the quiet strength in you, the way you've carried your burdens when no one knew the weight of them, the way you've kept loving even when your own heart felt empty, and the way you've held on to hope even when the world around you felt uncertain. She wants you to know that heaven celebrates every small victory you've won, every act of kindness you've given, and every tear you've bravely let fall. Your mother says there were times you thought your prayers went unheard, but she wants you to believe this now, deep within your spirit, not a single prayer has ever been lost. Every word you've spoken in pain, every whisper of your heart, and even the silent cries you thought no one could hear, they all reached the Father. He has stored them like treasures, and even now, He is working through every one of them in ways you cannot yet see. She has seen your loneliness, the moments when you questioned your purpose, when the silence of life felt heavy, and when your heart longed for answers that seemed distant. But she says this with a voice steady and filled with truth: you are loved beyond measure. No distance, no shadow, no sorrow can separate you from the love of God that surrounds you right now. I see the angels gathered around you, surrounding you with light so soft and pure it touches the deepest corners of your soul. They are protecting you from battles you cannot see, whispering courage into your spirit, and guiding your steps toward the life the Father has prepared for you. Even when the road feels unfamiliar, you are not lost. You are being led. Your mother smiles as she speaks of the Father's promises for you. She says there are blessings already unfolding, answers quietly forming, and doors preparing to open. The delays you have faced are not denials, they are gentle pauses filled with purpose. What if the missing piece to financial success wasn't luck, but a hidden frequency inside your brain waiting to be switched on? Once activated, this ancient signal unleashes waves of prosperity, opening doors to opportunities you never thought possible. From sudden windfalls to long-awaited breakthroughs, it's transforming lives daily. Want to see how? Click the link in the video description and comments below to tap into the money magnet brain wave and begin your journey today. Type 2323 if you trust in God. The places in your heart where you felt empty will not remain so forever. She whispers, healing is coming. Joy is coming. The fullness of God's plan is on its way. Beloved, Jesus walks closer to you now than ever before. He has seen every moment of your journey, the victories and the sorrows, the dreams and the disappointments, and through it all, His love has remained unshaken. He calls you by name, not to remind you of your past, but to draw you into His presence where peace is waiting, where wounds are healed, and where your soul can finally rest. Your mother says she knows how hard you've tried to be strong for others while quietly longing for someone to be strong for you. She wants you to feel this now. The Father has always been that strength. When you thought you stood alone, it was His hands holding you steady. When you thought your hope had faded, His light was still burning within you. And when you thought you had nothing left to give, He was pouring His love into you so you could rise again. Beloved, your journey is not defined by your struggles but by the one who carries you through them. Every chapter has meaning, every detour has purpose, and every unanswered question is leading you closer to the heart of God. Trust this, even when the path feels hidden. Your mother smiles with tears of joy, seeing not just where you are now but where you are going. She has seen glimpses of the beauty still ahead of you, the healing, the restoration, the moments where you will look back and finally understand why certain things had to happen the way they did. She whispers, "Do not lose hope, my child. The best is yet to come." And right now, heaven sings your name with love. You are safe. You are chosen. You are endlessly, immeasurably loved.